Everybody, this is Corey Salty Shoe Floyd, and welcome to the Geek Report. This week on the Geek Report, the war with comedy has begun yet again. Ubisoft said something so dumb they should be locked up for it, and we also lost some major legends this week. All that and more this week on the Geek Report. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is the Geek Report powered by Maremy Media. Of course, Salty True Floyd. And right over here to me, I got the boss.
What up, y'all? Come to Buzz. Technically, we only lost one legend this week.
We'll get to
The,
that.
the other two are exactly where they should be at.
We'll get to that. And with us today, we have a guest. Tafari!
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, everybody?
Tell them who you are, tell them where they can find you at.
Officially Tafari TV on all platforms. Yeah, there's a social app for it. I probably have an account. I've been around the block 1,000 times. I've been on the internet since inception, coming from the early days of 10-minute YouTube and MySpace. So my niche is really myself. I post what I feel like when I want to. So it's skits, comedy, gaming, getting into my streaming bag currently with my walk and talk stream. So I am basically on a treadmill running old intro stuff and having a good time. It's fun.
All right. That also part of a looks like a black nerd conclave with them. So, uh, but you folks out there, if you're new, what's going on? This is the Geek Report. Every week we bring some people from around the world and we talk about what's going on in our universe via film, anime, video games, what have you. We we try to keep ourselves informed as well as entertained, and we hope you are too. So make sure you subscribe to American Media right here on YouTube. With that being said, gentlemen, I hope you're ready. Got a few things to talk about today. And Demon Engine, I know you're in the rafters, being the Phantom of the Opera that you are. And let's go to it. Whoo! Okay, first up, Ozzy Osbourne passed away this just several weeks after putting on his last concert with Black Sabbath, which was also a charity event where they raised $890 million.
Wow, that's a hell of a way to go out.
Now, for those of y'all who don't know, Ozzy Osbourne was the lead singer of Black Sabbath until they fired him from the group in the 80s, and then he went on to become a solo act. Eventually, cooler heads prevailed. They all eventually got back together, but Ozzy Osbourne did prove that he could be out there and be a rock star in his own right. Then for the next generation, a lot of folks got to know Ozzy Osbourne and, as well as the rest of his family with the hit reality show The Osbournes.
Oh yeah.
hmm
That's the
Now,
guy who bit the bat head off on TV.
and for the record, as he's always stated, he thought originally it was a plastic bat.
Was it
He
was that a
couldn't
regular
stop.
was that a regular thing he did, or was it just a one-time occurrence?
It was not. It was a one-time occurrence.
Okay, because like my first interaction with that was being a child, and when Family Guy made the joke,
I'm gonna
and it
eat
was
this cheese sandwich.
I wish, yeah, I'll finish it
Oh.
later. My first interactions with Ozzy was that, and his family just randomly being in every Austin Powers movie.
It
Right,
was. Listen, it was the early 2000s. When it was the early 2000s, you couldn't stop the Osbournes, Mike Myers, or I'm gonna leave that joke alone. That's too dark. But either way, this was one of the several legends that passed away this week. Uh, was there some controversy with Ozzy? Sure, but he was all right.
He lived the real rock star life. You go up,
He definitely did.
you go down, you break up with the band, you get back together with the band, and then you do a farewell concert when you realize I don't have that much time left, but I want to go out on my own terms. So, because I think he did the whole thing. He did the whole thing. I think unmedicated and in this chair too.
Yeah, for clarity, he was suffering from Parkinson's as well as a back surgery that ended up uh, doing more harm than good. It all came from another injury to his neck, which happened back in the late 2000s, riding an ATV. But he was a man too, so he certainly will be missed. Demon, what's our next one? Call upon. Dun, dun. Yeah. And
This
on the other
man is responsible for almost every wrestling fan of our generation.
yeah,
I mean, there was others, but there wasn't a wrestling fan who wasn't, who wasn't trying to tear their shirt off.
the personification of die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. Hulk Hogan also passed away this week at 71. He leaves behind an ex-wife, a son that's possibly just got out of prison, a depressed daughter, and disappointed wrestling fans around the world because he was a bigot.
Hey, somebody tweeted. Shout out Mighty Keith. Somebody tweeted. I was like, if you're gonna be racist, please make sure you never die. It's been an hour and the memes are already out of control.
Out of control.
It's hot down here, brother.
Oh yeah, I mean, shoot. It's because at the end of the day, it was like, yeah, he definitely made wrestling mainstream, but but over the years we've learned so much more about him as a person, and it's like, yo, this dude's horrible. I'm like you're so horrible to the point that during one of your last time showing up in a WWE capacity, you got booed out of the Staples Center.
And crazy thing, like, that's the legacy you left behind.
And don't forget, I was like, you got booed out of the Staples Center. I'm like, that's crazy. And that's all on you, sir.
Those weren't even like wrestling in character boos. Those were genuine. Like, why is he here?
Right.
And I mean, they had Hulk Hogan memes and everything. Like, Hulk Hogan was like, he was like the star of a good chunk of the games. I think the first one I had was what was it? NWO versus, I think, WWE on the N64. That was like one of the main selling points, was like Hulk Hogan versus Sting.
Yep.
Because he was like the bad guy of the game, I guess. But my God, man, way to just piss your whole legacy away, I guess.
I mean, look,
pretty much.
In Hulk Hogan's own words, I mean, I'd rather she go and fuck some nigger. I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot tall nigger worth $100 million, like a basketball player. I guess we're all a little racist.
Said every dad who sent their daughter to a D1 school. All right, is he at least going? All right, is he at least a starter? Is he going to the draft? Okay, hang on. Get one or two kids out when his career starts going downhill. Divorce him. Start over.
Wow, I knew you were gonna fit in.
Hey man, I've played and been around enough college ball. I've seen it happen in real time.
Well, I hope a Macho Man is looking down and not across.
Oh my God! One of the other ones I saw was there's like an account that's like, I think they actually got the official name Goku on Twitter. So when somebody dies, they always tweet, "Don't worry, guys, so and so passed through the other world checkpoint." So when they tweet, it's like, "Guys, King Kai just hit me." Hulk Hogan passed through the checkpoint, and somebody's like, okay, but what's the judgment from King Yemma? That's what we all want to know.
Strip, nice.
Mahogany. It's like, okay, well, like he made it to Otherworld, but where judgment? Which way did he go? Up or down?
Right. Exactly.
Like, did you go down to Hiffle, or are you going to the heavenly tournament with everyone else?
I'm sorry. I just imagine he got secretly clotheslined on the way to Snakewood Mountain by the Ultimate Warrior. But that's enough. Let's just move on to the next.
Yeah,
Now
man, this one sucks. Fuck TMZ, by the way. Like, you could have.
I have a great love and hate relationship with TMZ because I understand it's great to be informed, but y'all sometimes y'all too quick.
Yeah, right, like his family didn't even get to come home from that vacation before y'all had us all in his business. Like, I did not appreciate how we found out about it.
Right.
Same, and we have said this to them since Kobe passed. Like, we didn't need to know that damn early.
Malcolm Jamal Warner passed away this week as well in an unfortunate swimming accident where he drowned. For a lot of us, we know Malcolm Jamal Warner as Theo Huxtable. We also remember him as Malcolm and Eddie. He was also the executive producer on the Magic School Bus on PBS. He was also a wonderful poet. He and I think one of the reasons he gets highlighted so much is because he was the young black actor of the 80s that was never in a stereotypical role.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first
day.
Oh,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I say even to this day, one of his last roles was he was a doctor on The Resident on Netflix.
And then my first experience with him was like I didn't get too much into live action shows until like middle school. And then when they would do Fresh Prince reruns, I remember him as Hillary's. He was Hillary's. Yeah. Remember when he's like, I want to practice law, and he like did a whole lawsuit against Uncle Phil.
It was like the first season, wasn't it?
I want to say it was like the third because I think they were in college at that point. And Hillary had her show, so she's like, he was her boyfriend at the time, and he was like, oh, I'm in law school, but then Will and Jazz bump into his car, so he sues Uncle Phil, and they basically have like a test trial against each other to like test his skill, and everyone's all friends at the end of the day. But that was like my first, and I didn't really realize how many cameos and people were just jumping from set to set back then. But like that was my first time meeting him as a character, and people were like, oh, that's the dude from Cosby Show.
But he will be missed. Let's go to the next one.
I still need to watch it. I still need to watch this episode before it gets scrubbed from the face of the earth.
Oh god.
Oh, but it won't. That's the best part. It won't. Trey Parker and Matt Stone, creators of South Park, they just finished penning a 50-episode, $1.5 billion deal with Paramount.
$1.5 billion.
All they have to do is make 50 episodes and let Paramount stream the rest of their the library.
And remember, they didn't even finish doing the 11 specials from the last deal. They got like, I think, 6 of those?
Right.
If you count the COVID specials, which I think were before they even... They had the pandemic special, which I don't even think was part of that deal. Then they had pre-COVID, post-COVID, the Logan Paul one, the Ozempic one, the 2 streaming wars. So they didn't even do the full last deal before this got. And I've been saying it all week. It is so weird that in a place where like late night television's getting canceled, and anyone that criticizes or It's Too Woke gets canceled. But the biggest fight in television is for a show that we know will drag everybody who was battling for custody, and that is the
Everybody.
first thing they did. And people were like, "How did they do this so fast?" I'm like, "Y'all, they had a whole special about how they can do an episode in 6 days. Are we really shocked?"
Yeah. I mean, I'm like the animation for South Park is not complicated at all. So, and this episode was like, it was just like, yo, we just made that buddy deal. All right, so what do we do? We should punch him in the throat. Yeah, you're right. Huzzah!
They automatically went straight in. The clips that they've been showing so far has been majestic. I love it.
They came at Donald Trump in every single way possible, and then on top of that, they're promising a conservative PSA at the end of every episode, and they and the fact that they use AI to do what they did, and that at the end of the episode, I was shocked and appalled and delighted all in the same time.
I'm just shocked that we're getting 10 episodes because even these last couple seasons, I don't know. South Park is the most we do what we want show ever, and I love and hate it at the same time because them last couple seasons have been very here nigga damn ish. Like they don't even tell you how many episodes you're getting.
Right.
We got those 2 6 pieces, and they're like, all right, that's enough. They don't even tell you they leaving, but like I didn't think
That's
20
the-
years. I didn't think 20 years later I'd still be asking like, "Hey, did anyone see the new South Park? Was there even a new South Park?" And that's how you realize the show ain't coming back for like another year and a half.
Right. But it's coming back.
Last time they said they weren't going to do it because during the election because of what happened last time. So
Yeah, I know they said they weren't gonna. They didn't want to focus too much on the president this time around, or make it like an
But-
overarching story. But God, from what I've seen, because none of this was in the preview that they put out a couple weeks ago.
no,
Or a
none
couple
of this.
Yeah, like Diddy was in the preview a couple months
Right.
ago,
You're right.
and all of that stuff. But this had to be like an overnight job, and then swapping out Garrison with the real Trump. They've had enough.
And the fact that they addressed it, I love that they went to Garrison. He was like, "I'm here." But this also connects to something else we'll get into. What's the next one, Demon? That's not it. But anyway, right here we got Kevin Feige looking like, yeah, I got you, fam. He did a recent interview where he told a few truths, and he also told flat out fucking lies. The one truth he said, he was like, yeah, we definitely ended up focusing on quantity over quality because let's be honest, they put out a lot of content, but a lot of it wasn't good. Like it wasn't like it was, and I'm not gonna say it's horrible, but a lot of it has been below a standard. I think we can agree to that.
It's the result of what we're finally getting this month or this weekend. Actually, they haven't had any steady competition. There's been nobody to really give them a run for their money. So they've been able to experiment with doing a lot without actually having anyone to go up against and say, hey, we could have done this better, we could have done that better. They've just, we're Marvel and we run this shit for the longest. So thank God Superman and James Gunn came out and is at least able to give a different perspective.
Right.
But yeah, but then he told a lie and said that they were they didn't think that Kang would like even while filming Quantumania, they were like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna keep Kang. It's like y'all lying. I was like, this is a lie because y'all had Jonathan Majors on a 5-film contract. Using that
I did see that. Yeah, I don't think we were gonna keep Kang. I'm like, we had a whole Kang Dynasty movie planned. Like, if you had taken that and then shifted to Doom after, I could understand because it feels like we've gotten a lot of. It feels like it's coming together these last couple projects, even with Ironheart. But it very much. It feels like Kang was supposed to pop up a couple places, and now it's just like, well, what was
right.
that for? Because I heard even in Agatha, he was supposed to be referenced. One of the variants we saw at the end of Quantumania was supposed to be referenced as the creator of the Darkhold, and it just he kind of pops up like, right, y'all are still using this. I forgot I did this. I was surprised he didn't pop up in Guardians because the High Evolutionary just feels like a Kang student to me. Like he fit very much, especially when he talks about being like centuries old in the way he goes about down from his powers.
That's actually something I was thinking about for a minute.
I never think about that. But I can see that.
Think like because from the
They
power
both
set,
wore purple.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like from the clothing to the power set to his age. When he talks about like, oh, I visited Earth centuries ago, and I very much do like your people's music. I was expecting a flashback at some point with like him and I didn't want a full on cameo, but like a flashback to a young him and a Kang variant, like teaching him some things or just saying, hey, take this and frolic, and then we cut to I made my own planet where. I was surprised. Like I feel like there was a lot of stuff like that planned, and now we had to cut it because. And now
bullshit.
And now we've shifted to a more grounded base, which I've been saying since Secret Invasion, and I'm shocked nobody saw this coming because we've gotten more government, more Earth established level stories lately, which I'm fine with because I can very much kind of see where we're going. Promotion could have been a lot better because what do you mean Eyes of Wakanda drops all next week?
Yeah, it's that's gonna be a whole different conversation, bro. Because that, whoo,
at this point, if y'all aren't gonna do a second season of like Moon Knight anytime soon, and really just because I don't see where it fits in the current plan, dude, just jump straight to a Midnight Suns movie at this point. I don't even need.
I'm definitely down for a Midnight Suns movie.
Because I didn't play the game because like the turn-based stuff didn't seem great, but I heard the story. Like if you watch just the cutscenes for the Midnight Suns game, I heard like that story is fantastic. So
if you like strategy card games, Midnight Suns is awesome. If you do not like strategy card games, you're gonna have a bad time.
Okay.
That's the best way I can put that. But Kevin Feige, your overall problem is a lot of the writers you hire are not good. Period. It's just not. And y'all, you can't fix everything in post. You're not Tyler Perry.
Hey, that's Mr. Chocolate to you.
But let's move on. Now, I found out about this earlier this week. I think this was severely missed moment. Ari Aster, horror, one of the new faces of horror behind Hereditary, Midsummer, and that infamous short film. There's something about the Johnsons.
Oh my God, that's who wrote that.
That's who directed it.
Gee,
that was his film. That was his film project.
Traumatized my entire college, man. Thanks for that.
I'm gonna keep it real. In comparison to the other movies he's done, as Black people, we got off very light.
No, we got off very light. You did a good job at telling a horrific story. Like at no point was I'm just like, Black people look bad. Everybody collectively was like, God, who wrote? What the fuck was this? And like, how did you let this go on for so long? Because even the reveal when you see what pictures in his hand at the beginning, I'm like, oh, this is how dare y'all recommend this to me? Like,
yeah, whoever recommended it to you, they just wanted to see your face of shock and disgust. Man, but apparently Ari Aster wanted to direct the Morbius movie.
That's That'd be dope.
And now they stopped making movies, and now, well, I mean, Spider Verse has been delayed like again, but now they've stopped making movies. They've just started coming to meetings to tell people what movies they can't make. Because what do you mean Miles is never allowed to touch the MCU now?
Because Spider Verse is the Spider Verse is a Sony led project. So if they use Miles, it would they'd have to make a whole new deal, which they don't want to do.
Well, I mean, Feige already said like it's like they had a plan, but Sony keeps telling them hands off. So, and the
Yeah,
fact,
because now Sony knows they have one hit, so they're just like, we
Right.
could do something here. Yes,
They
it's
gonna
just
milk
like,
that.
but can you? Can you though? Because
because
for
like
some reason you have these guys who had a film that was almost done start all over again.
right, and now it's like all right, you got Miles, but even then, even the video game is teasing something with Spider Verse and potential MCU stuff. So it's like, what? Why do you keep letting people set these things up only to show like y'all are hitting Nintendo levels of hey, no, like not allowed.
Only problem is Nintendo has enough W's to get away with it. Sony Spider-Man list film wise, nah. It was like, yeah, Venom was great, I guess. But then it was a quick trip down.
Venom 3 is everything the last two film, all three of those films should have been. That third act is how all the movies should have been because there was a whole lot of payoffs that led or setups
Right.
that led to absolutely nothing. But the way we got to see like all the symbiotes and then that last fight very much was reminiscent of if anybody ever played the final boss in Web of Shadows.
Yep,
That's kind of the vibe I got. I'm like, we could have been doing this for 3 films. Like, even with
yep,
Carnage, y'all just said, "Oh, it's a red one," and never explained what that meant. And then everybody was
right,
excited. Everyone was excited for Toxin, which when you rewatch the film, you have no idea why he showed up like this.
right,
Homegirl was a mutant before we legally had mutants,
right.
and we weren't even allowed to use that, which is why Kamala Khan is getting switched around last minute because her creator saw the writing on the wall and was like, "I don't want to play on that team yet." Um, I don't know. And then on top of I don't know, Miles is up in the rafters with Blade, just waiting to be tagged in.
Uh-huh.
Like somebody tag me in eventually. Like I'm ready.
Well, shit. At least they don't have anybody cast as Miles yet. It's just like, yeah, if this guy, I was like, yeah, if y'all hire another teenager, just so you know, black kids age fast.
Right, like you could have
Like,
you could have Miles Brown from Blackish in there. He was campaigning honestly like early, and now that
Yeah, I remember that.
you've had the blip, you could age him up into a teenager / young adult because they set him up in the first Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland, and then cut it out of the movie completely for some reason.
but then somehow technically bought it back in Across the Spider Verse, introducing the Prowler with Donald Glover.
Yeah, because like he name dropped Miles in the first movie in a deleted scene, but then they bring it back for that. It's like, yeah, so that wasn't just a throwaway. There is a Miles if we got a Prowler, like suit and all. But
Either way, Sony, y'all dropped the ball here
Pretty
because
much. Pretty
this
much.
this this would have been a great opportunity. Would it have been scary as hell? Absolutely. Would it have been a good Morbius film? I don't know, but I think it would have been better than what we got. Let's go to the next one. Okay. So Stephen Colbert's show was being canceled. They say it's for financial. They say it's for financial reasons, but the numbers aren't really numbering. I think it's because Stephen Colbert definitely called out the uh, the failings of CBS as well as Paramount. So now, so now they're canceling his show in a year.
Look,
I think
CBS is paying Stephen Colbert $15 million a year to do the show. I would do it for
also
$500,000.
also also here's the thing. They try. This is the number one late night talk show. So it's not so it was so it's not ratings. They're trying to say it's the money, but I don't think it's that either. Now, mind you, Stephen Colbert was talking critical of Paramount, which owns CBS, which was currently being held back from a merger deal with Skydance Studios. But after the announcement of the show's cancellation, the government all of a sudden let that merger go through, and that's when Matt and trade partner and Matt Stone were able to ink their new deal.
Yeah, and even then, they basically was like, "Hey, this merger sucks, and we're being held hostage between what HBO and what Discovery splitting up after like what a year."
Right.
And
Yeah.
remember, people were losing their jobs left and right, and studios is closing and downsizing, and then it's ownership is all over the place, and it's so crazy that South Park, who's like, we won't even deliver an episode this week if we don't feel like it, is the show that had the biggest bidding war for it. Only to, again, like I said before, I have been saying all week, we'll happily go and make fun of the very people that are now giving them money. Because I'm not saying it's a scam. How did you finesse them out of more money than before when you didn't even produce everything you were supposed to in the last one?
Because
I love that for them.
because the people kept wanting more. But when it comes down to this, at the end of the day, this is the government trying to shut down free speech,
Yes, it is.
Yep.
and this really is like I put first off shutting down the Late Show itself. Mind you, the show itself has been around since the '70s. That's very interesting. Also, Stephen Colbert and just that matter of fact, that whole Today Show crew, the Daily Show crew, are literally are the best some of the best pieces of mainstream journalism and social and political commentary that could be seen by just about any person with a technological device. Not only are their voices funny, they're also poignant. And despite different backgrounds, they can always call a spade a spade. And
Right.
the fact that he is being taken out this way is a callous and tactless move. And I see that the rest of the comedy world, they're not having it.
Oh yeah, I saw. Did you see I think it was the most recent episode or 2 days ago. Pretty much every late night show host was like riding for him in the crowd. They are like
Uh,
Jon
Mhm.
Stewart. Everybody showed up to his like the next episode taping.
Yeah, like you can't like mind you, Agent Orange don't have as many friends in comedy as he thinks he does, and he's really about to learn that.
and the ones he had, they dying off.
Mm. When the rain's crashing down,
Hey,
and
man,
I'm
like,
sorry.
and anything to distract from that damn Epstein list. He's doing anything, any
Woo!
and all distract.
Yo,
Which at this
he
point, this man has got to
he
be on like
had
every page.
he
Relax,
had Tulsi
guys.
Gabbard bring criminal charges against
Obama.
Barack.
Right.
Yeah,
Why like
that.
posted a whole AI video of Obama getting arrested and someone said, dog, you gotta be on like every page of that list at this point to be like he is grasping at anything to take attention off of them files. And even MLK's daughter, because they released those files
Right.
about what happened with her dad's assassination. She tweeted like, do the Epstein files next.
Yeah, I seen
Let's
that.
uh let's go to the next one. Side note: anyone notice that Tulsi Gabbard looks like Julia Louise Dreyfus in the Thunderbirds? No cap. Everybody out there, if you look up Dave Fontaine from Thunderbirds and Tulsi Gabbard and put them side by side, it's who's cosplaying who.
Right.
I'm just saying.
You're not wrong.
But one of the last things we encountered this week, a Hellraiser video game trailer was announced, and I'm not gonna lie, this looks bloody good.
I haven't seen it yet. I
Me
haven't seen it
neither.
yet.
I saw the thumbnail. I thought it was a movie. I didn't know it was a game coming out.
No, it's a first person puzzle horror game, I assume. Check out the
I
trailer.
would not be playing that.
Somebody's gonna be playing this shit. I don't think it's gonna be me though, but I'm a fan of Hellraiser. I just don't want to get to. First off, Cenobites are just hard to look at. And now I gotta run away from one of them. No, I'm good. This is nasty. One of them just got nothing but teeth, and the other one, no,
Yo,
makes my skin need moisturizing.
so I have a story for y'all about Hellraiser. You want to hear it?
Go
Sure.
ahead.
So a friend of mine, when he was younger, he's an older man now. When he was younger, they was out partying and they ran into Clive Baker, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah, so him and Clive Baker got to talking, and Clive Baker was actually making a Cenobite of Muhammad Ali.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That's
so he told me the story was that this black guy was the greatest boxer in the world. So he had no more challenges, right?
mm,
So he was in his gym and he was shadow boxing, right? And he was doing his feet and leg movement. But he was doing his feet and leg movements so efficient that it made the puzzle box from Hellraiser.
wow.
Kind of cool.
That
So
so
Penface and the rest they came and got him,
so
and
wait.
he
You're telling me that you don't even need the actual puzzle box, but if
nope.
you actually do the configuration in some sort of that's scarier.
And Clive Vicker never put the story out, but yeah,
Hell
he
no,
said
because
that's what it was.
Muhammad Ali wouldn't have had that. Hell
And and
no.
and the guy he goes to hell so he can have more challenges, and he start beating everybody ass in hell as a Cenobite.
Yeah, Ali wouldn't have had that. Mm-mm.
Y'all
But I
won't hear that
appreciate
story nowhere else.
That's
that's
But
right.
that's amazing. But
yeah,
folks, we're just about at the end of the line here on the Geek Report, and I know, guys, it's been a heavy week. We a lot of losses, a lot of stuff has gone on. I get it. So luckily, enjoy the weekend, huh?
Go see Fantastic Four. I'm hearing good
Go
things.
go see Fantastic Four, touch some grass.
you got Superman, you got Fantastic Four. If you're an anime fan, this season of anime has been off the chain, just banger after banger after banger. You got a lot to look for this weekend.
Yeah.
We gonna revamp, come back next week.
But one thing we want to make sure you do, make sure you subscribe to Amerime Media right here on YouTube, and make sure you check out Tafari TV.
Yeah, I think my schedule right now is Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Finally got my hands on a Nintendo Wii after like a year. So currently running through. I just beat Smash Bros. Brawl because I went through that story mode again. I am currently making my way through the Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess and
Hey,
Sonic and the Secret Rings because I never got to play Sonic and the Black Knight, so I want to beat the first one before I go to the second one. Other than that, I've just been taking recommendations of what to play from like the people who tune in the chat. So if you want to get your life together while also being entertained, I'm your guy. Otherwise, I try to do skits and shorts every other week or so. I usually post on Mondays because Mondays suck, and I try to fix that a little bit. If anybody checks out the Ned's Declassified podcast, I actually wrote a short story for them that they reacted to this week, which
okay.
was pretty hilarious.
Oh
Blurred's Eye
wow!
View, yeah, Blurred's Eye View will be back in August.
hmm
Um,
Shout out to
so
Blurred's Eye View. Definitely, we definitely love everyone over there.
Shout out to the crew over there.
yeah, so crew, I'm still got clips and stuff going up in the meantime, but we're back next month. Took a little break for summer. Navy and Demetrius over at Comic Con right now for Blurred's
Yes,
Day.
they are.
So we are, me, myself, and as well as the rest of the team are all over the place. I'm making many cameos this week.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. But of course, Tafari, I want to thank you for coming by the show today. I
Yeah.
really appreciate you. I love your energy. Of course, I'll want you back anytime you want to be here. Um, Comic Boss, you ain't shit, but I love you anyway.
Stop flirting with me in front of guests. I'll tell you about
Shut
that.
up. Demon Engine, you ain't shit. Love you though. Pretty sure he's cursing me out, but his microphone doesn't work right now.
Is that what it is? Is he supposed to be here and his mic's just acting up? Is that what happened?
He is. It's always something. It's okay. But
He's
either way,
like-
folks, when
He's like a little minion in a dungeon, so sometimes his stuff comes out. Who knows what he's doing? It could be trying to shoot through the door.
horrible. Meanwhile, we want to thank you guys for checking us out here at the Geek Report on Merrime Media. Again, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be updated on anything and everything we have going on over here. Also, don't forget to check out the website. Link will be in the description below. Have some brand new reviews and anecdotes to drop off into your minds. We'll see you next week. Be well. Take care of yourself.